Is it showing that we're live?
Yep.
We're live?
The clock is running.
Live how? You want to hit play on the thing? Okay. We're live. We'll let a few people come in. Now when you're on your side, when people join into the chat, you'll be able to see them.
Right.
I don't think you want to go both at the same time. You're going to run interference.
Yeah, no, you're right. Okay, I got it.
But that buzzing microphone doesn't really give me a lot of confidence.
Alright.
If anybody's in and anybody could give us an audio check
Hold
to
on.
see if the buzzing is on.
Yeah, is anybody buzzing?
Buzz.
Audio isn't good.
Audio isn't good. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to real quick pull the plug on this.
Maybe it's...
Now, move your phone
in my pocket.
into your pocket. Is your pocket active? Better on the sound? Worse on the sound?
Better on the sound.
Better on the sound. Better on the sound. No, nobody wants to give you
Kim? Good on the sound? Still buzzing?
better on the sound, still buzzing, not hearing anything?
Oh.
I don't want to have to trash this microphone.
No, I don't think didn't you think the microphone's the issue?
Yeah.
No buzzing now.
No buzzing now.
Only
All right.
one person watching.
Good.
Let's give it a couple minutes.
Let's give it a couple minutes, yeah. No, we went on early so that we could
Check the sound.
get ramped up, check the sound, find Ron Darling's hand
What a shame.
areas, bust it up. This will be day one of the Mets having COVID. Let's see how long this
It's only
takes.
gonna be 2 days.
I'm predicting
They're gonna play over the weekend.
2 weeks.
No.
No, it's not going to be 2 weeks. They're
The Reds were only down.
going to
for
miss 2
days.
series. So what were they? They were bringing the Yankees in Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
They're
They're gonna miss that series
They're
and
gonna
then.
play over the weekend.
All right.
I think they get this thing sort of nipped in the. I think they nipped it in the bud.
Okay. All right. Well, producer PM on the other side of the microphone for this this Thursday episode. And do we have an audience? Okay, we have an audience of 1.
Right.
Still a little early, right?
According to my phone, it is
A radioactive phone.
7:14. So
7:14.
probably
We're
about a minute or two.
We're a
away.
minute or two away from the Terror Dome. Thunderdome, so to speak.
All right. If you can see the background,
Yeah, give them
we're
history.
looking at an ESPN report on 10-cent beer night held in the summer of 1974 at Municipal Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio.
Trash place.
The Rangers were playing the Indians.
Yeah.
And you walk into the building, 10 cents, you get a beer.
12 ounce?
Unfortunately, by the time they got to the later innings, there were multiple people who had multiple beers. I was amazed that they didn't run out of beer in Cleveland that night, by the way.
Well.
And I don't know if they had the 7th inning cutoff. Did you see?
7th inning cutoff.
The 7th inning stretch cutoff
There were 18-year-olds that were
now.
able to drink at that time. You're not going to have a 7th inning
The
cutoff.
idea here was that by the time they got to the 9th inning, you know, the fans couldn't. The fans are so drunk they start running on the field and they
Taking Jim Burrows'
they
hat.
start going after some of the players.
Swinging.
And at that point, they had to bring the cops in.
Oscar Gamble.
I think the end result was Cleveland getting.
They had to forfeit
the game.
Yeah. I had to forfeit. Billy Martin gets his hand raised in that bar fight.
Right. You know.
Who's the manager of the Indians at the time?
Was it?
We know that Hargrove was
Could have
on the
been
team.
Frank Robinson.
Under Frank, all this happens under Frank Robinson's watch.
Let me see. Let me check that for a second.
I don't know if you want to.
For...
More than one person to listen to
We're
our
waiting
story
for
about
some
10
people
cent beer night.
Right. Well, they'll listen later. 1974 Cleveland.
This would have been last night. Once again, last night's show, a home invasion episode.
No, the manager was
Where we're at.
Ken Aspermonte.
The legend himself, Ken Aspermonte,
Right, Ken Aspermonte, who
took a forfeit.
Right, and unfortunately, I think he also got fired. It was his last year manager.
And yeah, Well, he got fired. I'm sure the GM got fired. Anybody who was involved in promotions probably got the boot. Everybody just out of Cleveland. Just
no one was left.
throw him in the lake.
Yep.
Throw him in the lake. Speaking of throwing in the lake, we're doing the last of the super what I thought was going to be a great haul of 1981 Donruss. It's been very low end. We had a few decent cards, I think, out of these 81s. That Yogi Berra card was special.
Right.
We had a Tommy Lasorda. Obviously, like I'm going against my golden rule. I'm giving shout outs to the manager cards that we got. I think there was a Pete Rose in there.
Right.
Or something like that. But yeah, Donruss 81, the last gunslinger. Producer PM, can you tell us notes wise what in this last pack? What could we be looking for?
Oh, some of the ones you're looking for are Mike Schmidt, Ozzie Smith,
Yes.
Johnny Bench, Carly Stremski,
Yes.
Willie Stargell,
Yeah.
and then there's a Bobby Bonds error card.
Right. I think it says that he has like 800 home runs.
Something like that.
In the era.
Right. It says that he's got 986 career home runs.
Yeah.
Which is
Pretty far off.
not exactly.
Yeah. Maybe his gassed out kid
Yeah,
wrote that in there.
Barry could have hung on a little bit. He could have gotten
could've.
close
All right.
to that number.
So here we go. We're busting this open. Janky packaging, by the
Did
way.
they have gum in that pack, by the
Yeah.
way?
Oh yeah. This one, I don't think it's going to stick to the card because I can feel it's sort of brittle.
Right.
That doesn't mean it didn't ruin some of the cards. Oh, it's all right. It's already.
Wow.
Oh,
that pack is.
it's a fine.
That pack has seen better days.
It's a fine messy powder, is what it is. So
Yeesh. Oof.
you can take that.
That gum did not win
Take
the
that
war,
on your
boys and
side.
girls.
Yeah.
Oof.
It's. I don't know if it's worth even.
Clean up on aisle 5 after that.
Real slop job. So, and of course, a card right on top, completely
Smothered in powder.
just eaten to bits. It's Sarge.
Oh, Gary Matthews.
Gary Matthews, our guy.
He deserves better.
He does. He doesn't deserve to be chopped up into gunpowder. The camera's on this side,
Oh, okay.
so you want to give everybody a good look. Take a look on your. You'll see on
I
your.
see. Yeah, I got Gary Matthews.
Zoom in on nothing. Zoom in on how just bombed out that card is. We like Sarge.
Right.
Sarge is a good player.
I was told not to eat the gum by
Don't
Mr.
eat the
Geiger,
gum.
by the way.
Don't eat the gum. We've got producer Matt's watching the show.
Yes, he is.
Well, that's excellent. Hey, get to work. Start serving drinks. Mets shortstop Frank Tavares.
Hey, more than a woman.
Want to talk about a terrible player?
More than a woman.
Frank Tavares,
Yikes.
a mediocre at best shortstop for the Mets, and at worst. Did Frank Tavares come in exchange for Tom Seaver?
One of his.
Is he part of that trade?
No, he was not part of that trade. He was on the Pirates before he became a Met.
Okay.
He led
So
the
I'm sure
Nation-
they gave somebody good up to get garbage Frank Tavares.
Probably.
Yeah. Here's a guy who's not garbage. Milwaukee Brewers power hitting
Gorman Thomas.
super mustache. One of the great mustaches in 80s baseball, boys and girls. Gorman Thomas, a thumper, a power hitter, beloved in Milwaukee, by the way.
Weight check on him.
Oh, okay. Wow, you're hitting it hard with a weight check. Do they have his weight
Yes,
on
they
the
do.
back there?
Weight check on
I'm gonna go weight
Gorman
check.
Thomas.
I'm gonna go Gorman Thomas. He's tall. I'm gonna say 232 is my guess for
232.
for natural softball hitter Gorman Thomas.
Yes, it is our first
It's our first rodeo.
brewer of the night.
It is, yeah, yes.
In case you're wondering, I got Todd at 235. I got Geiger at 242. And Kim is
242.
at 210.
210. Oh, she's thinking that Gorman Thomas is over 200 for that time. Again, he's a softball player.
Now, boys and girls, we're all in for a shock. Gorman Thomas is listed here at 205.
I don't I look at what was his height? We're not going to do the height check, but like his height is like
6'3",
6'3", 205. He's a cruiserweight.
So Kim was closest.
He's a cruiserweight.
She still went over though, so
That's right.
everyone loses the Showcase Showdown, boys and girls.
All right, so we got a Pirates catcher, Ed Ott.
Ed Ott, the
Ott.
shortest name
ever
in the history of
Ed Ott. Short name,
Does
short
he even
career.
have that in this picture, by the way?
Did it disappear?
Look what's in his hands. I think he's got a sledgehammer.
Oh, on deck.
I think he's warming up.
Oh, that's unique. All right.
Oh, Todd said maybe Gorman Thomas is 205 on the moon.
Yeah, no, Gorman Thomas certainly. I'm debating that to the hilt.
Ed Ott.
Milwaukee's favorite son.
Produced by...
But Ed Ott is, I don't know. I can't say much about Ed Ott. I think we had this card before. A's infielder. Yep, Rob Piccolo.
Rob Piccolo.
Yeah. He might have been ruined in the last pack of 81. I think he was in 81. He's an A there.
Also named for a musical instrument.
That's right, the piccolo. Very nice.
Yep, infield.
This is... See, you're learning
him.
You're learning stuff. No, I don't want to play Rob Piccolo.
I don't think Billy Martin wanted to play him that often. But
Oh, he's not a Billy Ball guy.
not really.
Looking very sleepy. Almost a unibrow here.
The infamous Jack Clark.
Jack Clark of the San Francisco Giants at this point. Very young into his career. I don't know when Jack Clark started up. Was he a mid-70s, late 70s guy?
It said that his first season would have been... looks like it would have been 1978.
1970. All right, so he's
Like
fairly young into
third year, fourth year in.
I guess nobody took him under their wing to say, like, this is how you don't look like a complete mongoloid out in public. Can you just, just right between the eyebrows, just run a quick razor? They had electric razors in 1981, right?
They could have found a way.
Just
go find a barber in San Francisco.
Little hot wax right down the temple, right down the middle, not the temple, but right down the middle would have helped Jack Clark out. He would look less like one of the Marx brothers.
Yeah, he'd look a little... He probably figured that out once he got an agent and stuff like that.
Oh, you don't think he had an agent?
Well, I mean, maybe his agent said that card looks ugly.
You're saying, like, for the endorsement money that Jack Clark, famously known for all of the endorsements
Sure.
that he did in St. Louis, probably for a fried chicken place in St. Louis.
Hey.
Padres.
Oh, Dave Cash.
Second baseman, Dave Cash. Now, Dave Cash I was a Pittsburgh Pirate first.
That is correct.
And a pretty big star in the 70s for the Pirates.
He was, yes.
And probably could have, if not traded to the Padres in their very lean beginning years, probably could have carved out a Joe Morgan-like career. This is just what I'm saying.
It looks like he'd also been the Expos for a while.
Okay, all right. That's not such a slouch because the Expos...
The Expos were halfway decent.
Yeah, exactly. By the end of the 70s, they had Carter and Rusty.
Oh, here we go.
What's Dave Cash's?
He led stability to young Pirates infield, but slumped in his lowest season with the bat.
What year was that?
1980.
Okay, so
the year that this card was written. Now, there's a good story about Dave Cash when he was with Pittsburgh.
Please.
He was a rookie in 1970.
Okay.
And played second base the day that Doc Ellis threw the no-hitter.
When he was all dosed up.
Right. The day that Doc Ellis
Get that
threw the
documentary
no-hitter with the LSD. And Dave Cash after the first inning kept saying, "You got a no-no going." And all his Pirates teammates start like, "Shut up. You don't tell the guy he's got a no-hitter going."
Meanwhile,
of course, Ellis has no idea.
High as the clouds. Dude is just he is tall as cotton at that point. Angels out. You wouldn't know it really by you're not really showing off the logo all that well.
No,
but
Rick
Miller. Any Rick Miller tidbits for us?
Facts.
Did he show up? Was he, a teammate of Brian Downing's the first season?
Looks like he was traded to Boston. So that might be why the card's a little screwed up, because it looks like He was not an Angel.
Traded from Boston
Traded to Boston December 10th. So
then
technically,
that should say
he's not in
Boston
the
Red
Angels.
Sox.
Well, I guess-
maybe was this an error card? We have to look this
I don't
up.
know if it's an error card. I mean, they made the mistake of not.
It's very rare that I take the official baseball card guide of 1987
It's
out.
card 294, by the way.
Can't read it.
Why
Can't read it. Well, have you seen the
It's small
the
print?
print on this? Is so small.
Okay.
This is for children. It's not for me.
Let's do a height check. We haven't done a height check
checks,
yet.
okay.
Height check on Sad Sack Rich Miller, whose days with the Angels were numbered when this picture was
Wait,
taken.
was it Rich Miller or Rick Miller?
Rick Miller.
Rick Miller. Okay, I don't want to get him confused because I know exactly how tall Rich Miller is.
All right, Rick Miller.
Rick Miller. I'm gonna go 5'9".
5'9".
5'9".
Anybody else have a
He
guess?
does not
on
look tall.
Rick Miller.
He's got a mustache,
Outfielder.
which gives him
No name outfielder, by
no
the way.
name outfit. Well, he's got such a no name. Sometimes you call him Rich Miller. He calls himself an angel. Somebody says, "You're collecting your paycheck in Boston, ding dong."
All right, so I got a 61. I got a 58.
Okay,
I got a 62.
6'2". That does not
Oh, wait,
have the
no,
looks
I
of a
guess, because,
6'2"
the
guy.
card doesn't really. The card doesn't really. Yeah, basically he's only being shown here from the waist up. So,
As well, he should. This is a kid show.
right. So, any other guesses? Going once.
Rick Miller.
Going twice on Rick
Okay.
Miller.
Rick Miller.
Rick Miller, 6 on the dot.
Ooh, 6 on the. Nobody had it though.
Nobody had 6 on the dot.
Double zeros for our guesses today.
6 on the dot.
But that's fine. We're gonna survive. Geronimo!
Hey,
Cesar Geronimo. Again, a guy that was part of the Big Red Machine.
A key cog.
A key cog, but never really did anything other than those few. I mean, for one, if you're going to play your best baseball, it should be the 3 or 4 years that your team is dominant in the National League and making World Series and winning World Championships. I get it. But Cesar Geronimo, it's not. It was like, all right, well, I did it, guys. I contributed.
Isn't it
I'm
funny?
cashing out, guys.
Todd happened to mention Tom Brenneman right before Cesar Geronimo showed up.
Well, that's Tom Brenneman.
He wants us to do a moment of silence for his career.
For his career, yeah.
Too bad Tom Brenneman
Yeah.
didn't do
He
a
did,
moment
yeah.
of
He should have done a
silence
moment of
for his
silence.
career.
By the way, while
He'd still have one.
you're apologizing and basically retiring from baseball all at the same time, don't you can't take time out and go, Nick Castellanos hit the ball over the fence.
Sorry.
God, just
That's
read the
the
room.
case.
Read the room. Just say like, I'm real sorry.
Would
Like,
have been to have walked off after the second inning.
yeah.
but,
Don't
you know.
come back to apologize. Apologize after the game. Who's his broadcast partner? Tom
Oh, I
Brennan.
forgot.
gotta do a lot of heavy lifting.
Well, now they need a new play-by-play guy.
Certainly do. Can't call this guy.
Hey.
Rest in peace, Tug Job.
Moment of silence for
Tug Job. I think this is like the second or third time we got Tugger.
Yep.
We might have got Tugger in one of the other 81 Donruss packs too.
And that might be true.
Yeah. Big year. This was right after
This was right after he won the World Series.
won the World Series and jumped up in the air.
Yep.
Don't
Couldn't do that in '73, unfortunately.
blame him.
We don't. Well, I mean,
It's not his fault. He pitched well in that World Series. Pitched
That's
well in
right.
the playoffs.
That's right. You gotta believe.
That was his thing.
And his son has outperformed the father.
All right. Yeah. What's your favorite Tim McGraw song?
I don't have a favorite Tim McGraw. I'm just saying that if you tell who he's a bigger deal than Tug. I hate
You
to
could
say
you could tell me a million things about Tug McGraw,
Right,
then you're like,
I'm a
oh, Tim
baseball
McGraw's
fan.
better than him.
I didn't say he was better. I said Tim McGraw is more famous than Tug McGraw.
You know who's famous
Uh-oh.
here in New Jersey? Sparky Lyle.
Hey!
Left-handed.
King of the Patriots.
King of the Patriots. Mustache Cite. One of 70s baseball's strongest mustaches. Sparky Lyle.
All right, let's do a
Former Yankee.
height check on him. He's
You
a tall dude.
want to height check everybody.
Well,
Should have height checked everybody in the
I
pack.
think he's a tall dude. I'm
You
not
think
sure.
you think Sparks?
He's tall to us.
Everybody's tall to us.
Height check on Sparky Lyle.
Sparks.
How are we doing on time?
I'm gonna go. Sparks is at the time 6'2".
All right, let's look at Sparky Lyle again.
Okay.
Height check on Sparky Lyle.
You memorized his height already?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
I got a 6'3".
Tonight's show is for the guessers out there.
I got a 60. He's taller than you guys. Hey, don't give it away yet, Marion.
Listen.
No, this is part of the fun.
Spoken like a giant herself.
Right. Let's
Sparky Lyle.
we see the Marianne Madden height check and we'll do that one.
2'2".
All right, we got any
2
last
apples
ones?
tall.
I got a 5'11".
All right.
Sparky Lyle is 6'1".
What did I say? 6 foot? I said 6'2".
Right.
So close.
Nobody got any of them tonight.
Get shorter, Sparky. Get ready.
All right.
Hall of Famer.
All right.
Potential leader of the pack. Guy who was in the notes.
He's in the notes.
Pops! And this is a special Pops card. Is this Pops' last year?
Not sure.
Last time the Starge was in the building?
Probably had an 82.
Sarge at the beginning, Starge in the middle.
All right.
Pops, Willie Stargell. Now,
if the card was in pristine shape, which it probably isn't, it'd be about 50.
No, this is not in pristine shape. No, this is beat up. But what's the? You might have better because you're closer to the light. What's the? They've got a little bit of a top 10 ranking or something on the back there.
Top 10 home run hitters in the 1970s.
Oh, okay. Now
let's see if anybody else can.
Are we trying to name the number one, or are we trying to just guess a few guys in there?
Let's see if we can figure out a few guys on this list.
Okay. In the 70s.
It's all Major League Baseball.
So it's not just national or American.
Right.
I'm going to go with Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson was second.
Second.
Right, anybody else want to guess top 10 home run hitters in the 70s?
Don't show them. They'll cheat.
Mike Schmidt was 8th.
Really? And Mike Schmidt came up in 74.
He didn't play the whole decade.
Yeah, he came up in 74.
Reggie, as we mentioned, was second place. Anybody else have any guesses as to who's on this list?
Do I get another guess since I got number 2?
Throw another guess out here? Yep.
Still want to go for number 1. And I would say probably George Foster could have been in there.
George Foster is not even close. No surprise.
This list.
Dave Kingman, by the way, is 6th on the list, Mr. Junior.
Kong!
Dave Kingman. Overrated.
Kong!
All right. Any last guesses here?
Are you going to run down the whole 10?
I'll run down the list.
Please.
Top to bottom.
Top to bottom. All right, you're going number 1?
It's called. I'm going to go
10 to 1. 10 to 1.
10 to 1.
Oh, like a Letterman top 10.
Yep. Number 10, Reggie Smith.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Number 9, Tony Perez.
Oh, I forgot that he was good at home runs, too. Yeah.
Number 8, the aforementioned
Schmitty?
Mike Schmidt. Willie Mays. We're not going to get there. Number 7, Craig Nettles.
Oh, wow. Huh. Again, another guy I didn't think of as a home run guy, but...
Number 6, the aforementioned Dave Kingman.
Kong.
Number 5, a guy who I think was on a few of those Cincinnati teams, Lee May.
Lee May, really?
Lee May.
A lot of dingers. Lee May for Baltimore.
Number 4, the aforementioned Bobby Bonds, who hit
986, yeah.
According to the only 200.
This isn't trustworthy.
60 of them were in the 70s.
This isn't trustworthy.
Number 3 is Johnny Bench.
Okay, yeah, I should have thought about Johnny Bench.
Number 2 is Reggie Jackson.
Right, number 1?
And the number 1 home run hitter in the 70s
is Pops.
The legendary Willie Stargell.
I
just says he wants it in the video. I don't know how to do that.
I don't know how that happens.
All right.
We'll play with technology at another time. It's a good list.
Yep.
Good list. And it should have been a dead giveaway that Stargell was number 1.
Yeah, sort of.
Manager card. Manager card, but it's a good manager. Earl Weaver.
One of the best.
Let's all bump and kick dirt on an umpire.
On us as we speak.
Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here, umpires.
Lighting a smoke.
Yeah. Oh, he was a heater guy?
I think so, yeah.
Cigarette guy? He's a cigarette guy?
Yeah.
Earl Weaver was great. Great personality. A lot of success as the Baltimore manager. Mentor to Cal Ripken.
Yep.
Which makes him a great person. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, probably 4 in a row Dynamite cards.
All right, we're already off to a good start.
It's a great start. Carlton
Hey,
Fisk.
another Hall of Famer.
Yes. A man apparently who's not big on smiling.
Oh, this is a pretty good smile, though.
Pretty good smile. I think I
Can't complain
somewhere in
about
the
that.
chat when we saw that Diamond King the other night. It was maybe sort of frowned upon. Maybe he was a fake smile. Maybe he was contentious with the press or fans.
I think he was just a mean dude.
Fisk was he certainly earned the right to be a mean dude.
Big fight with Thurman Munson back in the 70s.
That's right.
If I
Yeah.
remember correctly.
Yeah. Pesky pole.
Yep. And Cesar Geronimo had to watch that home run, I think.
Was this his last year in Boston?
I think he had a couple of years left. No, that might have been.
Might have been his last
He
year in
might have gone
Boston.
straight to Chicago after
Yeah.
that.
And of course, we always know that there's a possibility that he might be on the White Sox at the time that this card was printed. Because
We're not judging, Chris, who the best catcher in the American League was in the 60s. We're just saying Fisk is a Hall of Famer.
yeah,
Munson should be a Hall of Famer, but that's a different story.
I don't know. No. Jason Thompson.
Oh, boy, he lowers the curve a little bit.
I like Jason Thompson. Decent first baseman. Could hit the ball. Went to Pittsburgh after this.
Yeah, I guess he could hit a home run once in a while.
The heir apparent to Willie Stargell after Willie Stargell hung up
isn't that
his
funny?
clobber bat. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is.
Maybe that's why we're mad about him.
I
because
like Jason
He had a
Thompson.
high standard to live off of, and he...
You know who I don't like?
Uh-oh.
Who's number 1 ranked on baseball's leading scumbags?
Pete Rose?
Yep. He's almost showing up as much as
Wow, this is...
Tom Bernansky.
We got all the good cards. We never got any.
All I should have said at some point, I didn't write him down because I don't write Pete Rose down. I think there were like 4 Pete Rose cards because I think we got another one. I'll have to look in last
4
season.
Pete Rose cards.
Donruss was wacky like that. Like this one, look, if you look at the back, like it doesn't have his season
Right,
before
it's
stats. It's got
Well, maybe there were
rankings.
more than one Stargell card too.
Pete Rose exhausts me. But I will say, maybe this is the time that I should be like, Pete Rose is the leader of the pack, so then he goes away. And he never comes back. I gave Pete Rose leader of the pack one time. I'm tired of seeing him.
Ooh.
We did have this guy before, Barry Bunnell.
I think he's 4,000 hits behind Pete Rose in the all-time.
You think? Yeah.
Probably about that.
He had 100.
Rose 42.56.
One,
Bunnell
1,
256.
172.
The card at the time this card was done, it was 179.
Oh, all right. Well,
So,
he's well on his way
We
to
don't know how much. He's
well
got
on his way
left,
to
though.
being out of the league in '83.
Only
Oh, last card coming up here.
124 in 1980.
Good guy for last card
All right.
because Yankee fans will revel. And we were speaking briefly about Yankee catchers before.
Hey,
Rick Cerrone for
the
Copper
legend
Tone.
Rick Cerrone.
Look at that afro. Look at that hair. Rick.
Let
Baby.
Let me connect him to Sparky Lyle.
Oh, this is yeah.
Besides
Well,
the
did
fact they're probably teammates,
What's the?
Sparky Lyle was the face of the Somerset Patriots. Rick Cerrone was the face of the Newark Bears.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say he was the Heine of the Somerset Patriots.
No, he was the face of the Newark Bears.
Okay.
Who, unfortunately, the Newark Bears no longer exist. Spent a few sad nights watching Bears games. Actually saw Ricky Henderson play up in Newark one night.
Who probably was a teammate at one point of Cerrone.
Right.
Nope. Pete Rose, you're not leader of the pack. Fisk beat it.
Willie Stargell.
Willie Stargell. Pop. I'm digging
Willie
for
Stargell's getting his
digging for
leader
Pop
of the
because we had him on our notes
pack. Right.
and we got him.
That's
Pops.
right.
Good pack of cards. It's almost like I feel like Topps 81 is drawing me back in. Give him another close up on leader of the pack.
I sort of bemoaned this pack.
I almost feel like I
the
want
last
to
time I was here, I
buy.
did this pack.
I want to buy more Topps 81. Should I
You
buy
mean Topps or Donruss?
Donruss 81? Oh, gosh, that's totally. If I could get Topps 81s, woo, with the little hat.
Are you gonna do better than this pack though?
That's the challenge. That's the challenge.
Right.
Now, I've decided I'm swearing it off. Donruss 81 is out of my life.
Oh,
There's
good.
no more Donruss 81s. Nope. I just looked again.
Apparently,
You haven't
right. Oh, Geiger wants the Carlton Fisk card.
He wants a Carlton Fisk card. All
Yes,
right.
he does.
Probably for his dad.
Well, whatever.
Well, we'll keep that on the side for you.
Carlton Fisk card.
Producer Matt, we'll put that in some plastique for you.
All right.
But that's our show. I think you don't turn it off yet.
Right. No, I gotta tilt it up for.
Hold on. I have to. This is the outro
Okay.
where I say for myself, for producer PM, who did a serviceable job.
Thank you.
Excellent at reading the back of the cards. Camera work might have been a little bit shaky at the beginning, but you're semi-professional. We'll have you back at some point as a producer.
If for no other reason, because you might need somebody.
That's
when
right.
Geiger's working.
For Ron Darling without hand, impaired.
It's not his pitching hand, though. He can Jim Abbott it.
He can. Oh, that's what I should do. I should glue it. No, that's disrespectful. Don't do that. And for the great Muda, everybody, we hope you have a splendid weekend and have a pop.
Stay classy. I hit share. So I should have hit finish. I think we ran about 28 minutes.